I worked like a fucking lunatic a number of times. There's a number of cycles of it. I worked for a company, fucking run myself into the ground after 3 years working for them. Did well financially for them and for me, but health-wise, mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, in a terrible place after it. And then I went into working with a mate of mine in a recruitment business. And again, I knew going into it that it wasn't the right thing to be doing, but didn't really know what else to do at that point. And I enjoyed working with him, and I fancied having a go at doing something on my own, so we did it. And we had a really good first year of like sales and billings. But I got to the end of the first year, and I literally didn't want to go in the office. Didn't want to ring anyone. Would sit there, just so much going on internally, but I didn't have a clue at the time what was going on. I'd sit there and just wouldn't be able to do anything, and then I'd be very irritable, and I'd get pretty pissed off or angry, and especially if we drank, we could have some arguments, me and him. And yeah, I decided like really quickly that I had to sell my shares and leave. So I left, and that was really hard. It was really hard to leave, but I was dismissing a lot of what was going on for me. I'm just going to keep going with what I've got to do. And then I travelled a lot, and then I set up another business. And then that one, I worked a lot for 3 years, and grew a team and had a decent amount of clients. But literally didn't stop. I was partying, working non-stop, traveling the world on different time zones, working on different time zones, living in different places, living out of a bag for a long time, traveling while working. And it definitely caught up with me, and I was very out of balance and like not aligned at all, and not in a good place. But I didn't have any tools at that point to know what the fuck to do with it all. And I decided really quickly that, well, it took me 6 months of thinking about it, but then I decided when COVID happened that the best thing to do was to exit the business and leave it, even though it was financially doing good. And as a result of that, there was a lot of relationships that were lost. A lot of people that I would have hurt with the decisions that I made, which, I'm sorry to those people. And there was also a lot of hurt for me in the aftermath of it as well, which I've been able to, really accept and work through. But I didn't look after myself. I worked a lot and did well externally, but by not looking after myself, I was like an empty shell that couldn't do anything anymore for a period of time. And there was still thoughts of like, I want to work, I want to do stuff, but I didn't have any motivation, didn't have any energy for a long time to be able to start working again. I had to really slow down and stop and just pause and be with what was going on to be able to recover.